all of the holiday advertisers are advertising Christmas and all their sales and Black Friday, all that stuff earlier every single year. It's like they're totally skipping Thanksgiving. So I think this year I'm going to write a full-length feature album of Thanksgiving songs that are Christmas parodies. There'll be Thanksgiving songs written to the tune of Christmas songs, just to spread some Thanksgiving cheer and gratefulness at the end of a wonderful year. The first one I'm working on is White Thanksgiving. Actually, I call it White Turkey. I'm dreaming of a white turkey. The smell of gravy fills my nose. At the table sitting, the candles lit and the butter's melting on the rolls. And that's what I got so far. A white turkey. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. God bless.
Hey, all month long, we're going to be talking about wisdom. Can you say wisdom? Wisdom! Congratulations. Now, wisdom is very important. We got to have godly wisdom in our lives to live a life that pleases God and is a blessing to others. You know, Jesus himself, Jesus grew in wisdom. In fact, in Luke chapter 2, verse 52, it says that Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. First of all, it says he grew in wisdom. Jesus knew it was important to study hard. He studied the scriptures and he learned from those who were more older and more mature than he was. In fact, there's a Bible story where it talks about how Jesus was in the temple for a few days and he was astonishing the temple leaders there with his wisdom and how he knew the scriptures and with the questions that he would ask. He grew with godly wisdom. He also grew in stature. Jesus played hard and he loved to play and he grew physically strong. And it says he grew in favor with God and favor with man. Jesus knew it was important to have good relationships with people. He prayed to God regularly. He studied the Word of God and he was honoring to his mother and his father and the relationships that surrounded him in his life. Jesus knew that wisdom was important to life and it was important to Jesus at a young age to search out and to find wisdom. Now you might be sitting there at home or perhaps in the car and you might say, Pastor Chris, what is wisdom? Is it like a tooth in your mouth? Ah! Well, in fact it is. There is something called wisdom teeth and we call them wisdom teeth because typically as you grow older and wiser, you get them taken out. I happen to have all 4 of my wisdom teeth still intact. And I'm holding on to them babies as long as I can. But no, that's not the kind of wisdom. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the wisdom that comes from God, that when you have to make decisions in your life, or when you're trying to figure out how to deal with certain life circumstances, that you can make a wise choice. You can make a good choice that blesses God and that blesses other people and can influence people around you in a godly way. Wisdom is so important because wisdom can keep you from playing the part of a fool. Now this month, we're going to think about how choosing wisdom is not always easy. It's not always easy to make the wise choice, but when you search in God's Word, that'll help you, give you the strength you need to make wise decisions. Secondly, we learn that the Bible challenges us to respond to others wisely, to exercise wisdom in how we deal with other people, even if it costs us something. And lastly, we're going to look at how choosing wisdom in our lives shows the world around us that we are growing in our relationship with Jesus Christ.
What if we go and we have
Hey guys,
somebody running down it?
how's episode 4 coming?
I'm really glad you're here. We are we're a little short. How many minutes are we short, Joel? What is? Don't mind him. We're about 10 minutes short, and we
10 minutes short. What are you talking about?
We need content.
Content?
We need content very badly.
Okay, which episode?
Episode 4. Yeah, maybe some more, but definitely episode 4. Episode 4 is our
Oh gosh, like
yeah.
how much time do we got here? Like a few hours?
we got 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
What can you do in 20 minutes?
I can't do much in 20 minutes, but I can get something great together in just a couple hours.
Okay. All right. Well, we can do that. Well, I'll make some calls and we'll do something. Yeah, I'll stall him.
Okay.
Okay. Go.
All right.
Guess what we need to go.
Yeah, is this Coey Reynolds? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need a blowtorch, and I need it delivered to the Westmore Lodge property. Yeah, nearby the Red Barn. That's correct. All right, great. Thank you. Hello, is this Casey's Animal Rentals? Yeah, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm the guy that called about the camel. Yeah, slight problem with the camel. Do you guys carry insurance? No. Yeah. No, yeah, we carry insurance. All right. No, but yeah, no. Oh man. Hey Frank. Yeah, this is Chris from the church. This is Chris from the church. Thanks for letting us borrow your tractor, but I just wanted to tell you that we had a little accident on the shoot for the It's a High Five Life not reality TV show. TV for your reality show, and your reality is your blue tractor's. Oh man, it's black, Frank. It's a little black. I mean, you can still see some blue, but there's a lot of black on it. All right, the camel got startled by the kindergartner. The kindergartner screamed, and it scared the camel. The camel kicked the blowtorch, and the blowtorch came in contact with your tractor. Yeah, we have insurance. Okay. Man, I'm sorry. I know. All right. Frank? Hey, if you hear something about a kindergartner, a camel, a blowtorch, and a tractor, and a phone call from the sheriff's department, don't worry about it. I got this. Take care.
Westmore Church of God, this is John. Yes, sir? The sheriff's department?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
had some issues on set with the fresh content for episode 4.
Yeah.
I don't got anything.
You don't have anything?
We couldn't capture anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
we're down a camera.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
So, just kind of make the magic happen, I guess. Huh? You good at CGI?
No. Joel, how's your tap dancing?
What?
We've gone to overtime at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The clock is running out on the last remaining 2013s. Save thousands on our all-star lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Take up to $10,000 off new Rams. Drive new Cherokees for $239 a month. Get 0% financing and no payments until next year. Overtime savings are on the line. Don't wait. Rush to Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Chattanooga and Cleveland. The better way to buy.
White Wing Christian Bookstore has served Cleveland for over 70 years, offering all the latest books, CDs, movies, church supplies, gift items, and of course Bibles. White Wing Christian Bookstore is your Bible place, always at least 10% off, and will imprint your name free. This Christmas, take a stroll through White Wing, where you'll find something for everyone on your list, and box cards are buy one, get one free through the end of the year. See our Facebook page and don't miss our annual 12 Days of Christmas event. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. White Wing is your Bible place.
Dirty car? We've got a clean and fast solution. Drive into Larry's Emmons Street Car Wash, 431 West Emmons Street, 1 block from the Village Green Starbucks. Larry's is owned and operated by Larry Atchley, member of Westmore Church of God. Been keeping the streets of Bradley County looking good for over 34 years. We feature brand new equipment, full service wash, complete detail shop, lowest prices, and the fastest and friendliest service in town. Join many of Larry's longtime customers for a car wash experience you'll want to experience again and again. Oh yeah.
He never did tell me we might be alone.
How did she always make it look so easy?
Sometimes you just need someone to talk to. We offer support groups to help with grieving or just talking and sharing. These support groups are another of our commitments to you.
At Jim Rush Funeral Homes, we believe life is worth remembering with compassion and respect. We will continue this tradition that has set us apart for so many years. Jim Rush Funeral Homes, it's all about life. North Ocoee and Wildwood Chapels.
Hi, I'm Ken Jones from Deacon Jones Auto Group, where all of our customers are a part of our family. With 12 brands and over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles available every day, we have the largest selection of cars around. Go to speakingdeacon.com to view our great selection of new and pre-owned cars, apply for financing, get a value for your trade-in, and to see our monthly specials. We look forward to seeing you soon and welcoming you to our family.
Today's bottom line says, if you want to be wise, look before you leap. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 3 says that wise people see danger and go to a safe place, but childish people keep on going and they suffer for it. See, it's important in our lives, if we see danger, that we don't follow after people and do foolish things just because they did it. Just because the majority of people are doing things doesn't mean it's always the wisest thing to do. We need to look into God's Word and learn from God's Word to make wise decisions in our lives. We can learn from King Josiah and decide, like he decided, not to follow after all the unrighteous kings, but to read God's law and to follow God's law. All right, guys, it's time to go over this month's memory verse. Woo! Memory verse time. You remember where it's found? Of course you do. Proverbs, the book of wisdom literature. 31 chapters, a chapter a day for an entire month. Of a 31-day month, of course. It was written by King Solomon, the wisest man that's ever walked the face of planet Earth. Now we're going to do the memory verse a little bit different today. We're going to sing it together. Are you guys ready to sing? Let's warm up our voices. May me my mo moo. May me my mo moo. All right, you guys ready to go? Huh? No, there's no cows around here. I was just doing my vocal warm-up exercises, just like my mama taught me years ago when I was a child. All right, now that we're warmed up and ready to go, let's go over our memory verse. The book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse number 10. All right, I'll say it with you first, and then we'll sing it. Choose my teaching instead of silver. Choose knowledge rather than fine gold. Are you ready to sing? La! All right, let's sing. Choose my teaching instead of silver. Choose my teaching instead of silver. Choose knowledge rather than fine gold. Choose knowledge rather than fine gold. Choose my teaching instead of silver. Choose my teaching instead of silver. Choose knowledge rather than fine gold. Choose knowledge rather than fine gold. Great job. You guys are doing marvelous. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. Proverbs 8, verse 10. Choose my teaching instead of silver. Choose knowledge rather than fine gold.
White Wing Christian Bookstore has served Cleveland for over 70 years, offering all the latest books, CDs, movies, church supplies, gift items, and of course Bibles. White Wing Christian Bookstore is your Bible place, always at least 10% off, and will imprint your name free. This Christmas, take a stroll through White Wing, where you'll find something for everyone on your list, and box cards are buy one, get one free through the end of the year. See our Facebook page and don't miss our annual 12 Days of Christmas event. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. White Wing is your Bible place.
We've gone to overtime at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The clock is running out on the last remaining 2013s. Save thousands on our all-star lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Take up to $10,000 off new Rams. Drive new Cherokees for $239 a month. Get 0% financing and no payments until next year. Overtime savings are on the line. Don't wait. Rush to Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Chattanooga and Cleveland. The better way to buy.
He never did tell me we might be alone.
How did she always make it look so easy?
Sometimes you just need someone to talk to. We offer support groups to help with grieving or just talking and sharing. These support groups are another of our commitments to you.
At Jim Rush Funeral Homes, we believe life is worth remembering with compassion and respect. We will continue this tradition that has set us apart for so many years. Jim Rush Funeral Homes. It's all about life. North Ocoee and Wildwood Chapels.
Hi, I'm Ken Jones from Deacon Jones Auto Group, where all of our customers are a part of our family. With 12 brands and over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles available every day, we have the largest selection of cars around. Go to speakanddeacon.com to view our great selection of new and pre-owned cars, apply for financing, get a value for your trade-in, and to see our monthly specials. We look forward to seeing you soon and welcoming you to our family.
Dirty car? We've got a clean and fast solution. Drive into Larry's Emmett Street Car Wash, 431 West Emmett Street, 1 block from the Village Green Starbucks. Larry's is owned and operated by Larry Ashley, member of Westmore Church of God. Been keeping the streets of Bradley County looking good for over 34 years. We feature brand new equipment, full service wash, complete detail shop, lowest prices, and the fastest and friendliest service in town. Join many of Larry's longtime customers for a car wash experience you'll want to experience again and again. Oh yeah.
In today's Bible story, Solomon is no longer the king over Israel. His son, Rehoboam, takes charge, takes command of the kingdom. Now, when Solomon was reigning as king, he really built up the city. He built a beautiful, magnificent temple, and they had many great accomplishments under King Solomon's rule. But you know what? The people had to work really, really hard. So when his son Rehoboam came in charge, the people gathered together and they had a request of Rehoboam. And we can read about it in 1 Kings chapter 12. They came up to King Rehoboam and said, "Your father put a heavy yoke on us, but lighten the harsh labor and the heavy yoke he put on us, and we will serve you."
Wait.
Fast
Are you
Freddy.
talking about the eggs like scrambled? I love them scrambled. Scrambled eggs are the best. I like it hot, but not too hot. I like it really warm and stuff
Fast
like that.
Freddy, no, I'm not talking about eggs. Oh, yolk? Oh, you think I'm talking about egg yolk. No, that's not what I'm talking about. In this, they talk kind of funny back in the Bible times. You know, like oxen, they would put a yoke on them and they'd work. Basically what he's talking about, the people are telling King Rehoboam that their father Solomon put a heavy workload on them, a heavy burden on them, and he's asking Rehoboam if he would lighten the load. And he says, you know what, you lighten the load, we'll serve you all the days of our life. So that's what he's talking about there.
Oh, okay.
Just have a seat and we'll go on with the story. All right. Okay, so that's what happened there. And Rehoboam, he answered the people, and here's what he said. He didn't really have an answer for them yet. I mean, he was the new king, and he wanted to get some advice for some people in the kingdom. And so he said, go away for 3 days. He wanted to buy a little bit of time. He said, go away for 3 days, and then I'll have an answer for you. And so here's what Rehoboam did. The first thing he did is he talked to some of the elders that were there in the kingdom. Now,
wait. Are you talking about elders, like old people that are about to die?
That's not funny, Fast Freddy. No, we're not talking about people that are about to die. All right, the elders is a term. Yeah, they were older people. Yes, I'll give you that. But they were older and wiser. They had more life experience. They had wisdom to offer. They brought a lot of wisdom to the table. All right, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about elders. All right. Okay, so just chill out, Fast Freddy, and we'll go on with the Bible story.
Okay.
All right. So King Rehoboam, he called in some of the elders, people that actually ruled and helped advise his father Solomon, and he asked them this advice. He consulted the elders, and they said, how would you advise me to answer these people, the people that are wanting a lighter workload? And so here's what the elders did. They said, if you will be a servant to these people and serve them and give them a favorable answer, meaning an answer that they're going to like, less work, he says, they will always be your servants. So I'm sure Rehoboam thought about it a little bit, but maybe he wasn't quite satisfied with the answer from the elders because he went asking around for some more advice from different people. And actually, he consulted some of the young men. They didn't have as much life experience like the elders did. Here's what it says here in verse chapter 8. Rehoboam, he consulted the young men who had grown up with him, and they were serving with him. He asked them, what is your advice? How should I answer these people who are saying, lighten the yoke your father put upon us? And here's what the young men that grew up with Rehoboam said. They said, these people have said to you, your father put a heavy workload on us. Now make our yoke lighter. He says, now tell them this. He says, my little finger is thicker than my father's waist.
Wait. His finger is bigger than his waist? How is that even possible?
Fast Fred, I know that sounds pretty silly, right? Basically, what the young men are instructing Rehoboam to do is to tell him that, you know what? You thought my father was tough? You thought he was big and bad and tough to work under? You know what? My little finger is even bigger than my father's waist. He's telling them that he's even going to rule tougher and harsher with them. That's what the advice of the young people, that's what they're giving him as advice.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, all right. All right, just sit down, Fast Freddy, and I'll go along with the rest of the story here.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so, where was I? My little finger is thicker than my father's waist. Okay, they told him to tell him this. My father laid on you a heavy yoke. I will make it even heavier. Now that's interesting advice. See, the elders, the wise people who had more life experience, more wisdom, they said, make the load lighter, and these people will serve you all the days of their life. Well, the younger people that were King Rehoboam's own age, the one he grew up with, they said, man, come down on him hard. Show him who's the boss. I wonder who Rehoboam listened to. Well, we'll find out because here in the Bible it says 3 days later,
Jesus rose from the grave!
Yes, well, no. Okay, yes, Jesus rose from the grave after 3 days when he was buried in the tomb, but that's an entirely different Bible story. We're actually in the Old Testament right now, in the book of 1 Kings. Jesus rose from the grave, the tomb, 3 days later. That happened in the New Testament. But just chill out, Fast Freddy, sit down, and I'll finish the story real quick, all right?
Okay.
All right. Fast Freddy, you gotta love the guy. 3 days later, the people at the beginning of the story, that were under the heavy workload, asking King Rehoboam to lighten the load, they came back to him. They wanted an answer. Was he going to lighten the load for them or not? Was he going to make it heavier? Let's see what King Rehoboam said to them. It says, rejecting the advice given him by the elders, he followed the advice of the young men and said, my father made your yoke heavy. I will make it even heavier. Maybe that wasn't such a wise choice because their workload was made heavier. They grumbled and complained, and you know what? It ended up dividing the kingdom. Goes to show you, you can't listen to the advice from foolish people. You need to listen to the advice from those who are wise. It reminds us of a verse, Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20, a verse that King Solomon wrote in the book of wisdom literature, Proverbs. It says, anyone who walks with wise people grows wise, but a companion of foolish people suffers harm. Who are you going to hang out with? Are you going to hang out with wise people and grow wise? Or will you hang out with foolish people and end up getting yourself and other people hurt?
There you are. I've been searching for you for a long time.
Hey, I'm so glad that you guys got to join us today. We've had a blast on It's a High Five Life. Remember, it's important to know God's Word, not only in your head, but hide God's Word in your heart so you can live it with your hands. Hey, high five! Woo!